my voice, actually.
Okay.
So I've done this before, but there were a number of things that I got out of the session which I either didn't hear last time or wasn't paying attention or whatever was going on. So I really value that. I got some feedback that I didn't anticipate getting about RTN. Thank you very much, Jacob. That was really helpful. And I relearned some things from one of the people I was working with here.
Great.
That I'd forgotten about.
Awesome.
So it was very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Can never have too many kisses.
You can have too many cups, though.
You can have too many cups, but not too many kisses. Okay, good. Who's next? Come on up, Ralph. Ralph, your internal dialogue is not related to reality. It hardly took you anything. It takes me longer to walk to the back than it did you, for crying out loud. Don't trip on those cords, though. That would be bad. Get your foot up nice and high.
There we go. It's like mass. When you finish, you go around this way.
That's right.
Okay.
Hi, Ralph.
Hi, what's your name?
That's Chloe and
I'm Chloe.
and Anthony are both on the line, but you can't see them.
Well, this has been very good for me to do today because I've been under a rock for a couple of years because of my stroke, and now I'm coming out from under that rock. So I gotta practice more. And I used to do these seminars on wealth management, if you can believe that, in front of a lot of people. And so I've got to relearn all that.
Yeah.
To get up in front of people and talk, which I find difficult now.
Okay, pause. We're just going to check in on your reality about something, okay? Did everybody clearly understand what he says?
Yes.
Okay. Did it sound weird or slurry or anything like that?
No.
Right? So, yeah, see how not related to reality you are? In his head, his voice sounds really different, right, than it sounds out here, right? You get that?
Yeah.
Did you believe me when I said it? You didn't really, did you?
Well, not really.
I told him this an hour ago, but he didn't believe me. But now he's got all these other people going, I don't know what she's talking about. What are you talking about?
But to me, it sounds so strained.
Yeah, I got it.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this has been a good experience. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome.
Yeah, and you're a wonderful coach.
Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Watch yourself now.
I'm trying.
I have a medical master here to take care of you if you fall, but.
That was a really experience coming in that ice.
Yeah, I'll bet. Should have seen me. I was a little tender about that. Okay, good. Who's next? Good. Shirley, come on up. Who's going to go after Shirley? Because, this could go faster. I mean, it could. It's an option. You could just line up behind Shirley. That's right.
So, hi again.
Hi. So what's important for me is completing this year. I realized as we were doing this exercise, there are a lot of things I was complete with, but then some areas I was not. And then from there, I can create the space to create the actions that I need starting for next year. And just accepting that. So, and then overall, I've done this once before, and the reminder is really fruitful because it's always hard to be in the practice of it, and having people around me that can support me and remind me about these things just adds to the greatness I will be creating.
Yeah, very great.
So,
awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's next? We'll acknowledge everybody at the end. Who's coming after Rachel? You can come line up. Come on.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
All right. What did you get? What do you need to say to be complete?
Yeah, well, similar to what Shirley was saying, the first part of the day was really powerful for me. Not just writing down, not just writing it down, the things that I wanted to get complete with, but actually talking it through with somebody.
Yeah, very good.
Solidified that for me. Yeah, and the second part, just breaking things down into small pieces because I get overwhelmed really easily with the idea of big goals. So breaking it down into small parts.
Easy chunks. How do you eat an elephant?
Totally workable.
Start with the toes, exactly. One bite at a time. One little chunk at a time. I'll tell you, I was at this event and I said, how do you eat an elephant? And the guy's like, we don't eat elephants. Do they eat elephants? Where you come from? He's like having a big upset. I'm like, no, it was an analogy, right? Like, no, we don't eat elephants. That's right.
Well, I did this program 2 years ago, and I think I might have completed for most of it because I don't really.
I can't really hear you, Eric.
Closer and say louder.
Sorry, thank you. I did this program 2 years ago, and I don't remember a whole lot of it, and I feel like maybe I was asleep, but I really got a lot today. For me, the big piece that I got is that I can actually declare something or anything being complete at any time.
Yes.
So even when I'm going through a very, very challenging time, as I did earlier this year, I can actually show up every day, every hour, every minute if I need to and say, that's complete. I got through that part. Now I can take the next part.
Really great.
So for me, that was a real breakthrough today that, hey, whoa, hang on. Completion is not something out there. It's something in here.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Brilliant. You're welcome. Come on up, Lorna. Got Lorna and Mary, who's up next.
I found today was a great analogy in regards to almost completing 2016, and I liked the proclamation that we made together that we have completed 2016 by doing that exercise. Also, 2017, I knew I had to start doing a vision. I've never really done a vision board before and never put things to word on paper or visualize. That's my focus now is for the first 3 months is to get
Awesome.
that vision together and create.
Really great, Lorna.
Thanks.
Awesome. It's a great plan. Mary.
Well, I came 2 years ago as well, and it was very different. But in any event, today was wonderful. I loved the completing, like to get complete and let it go and to be done with it for now. You know, that it wasn't like a forever. It was for now.
Yeah.
And I also really liked the detail of the plan that was presented and just getting into the absolute granular things that you're going to do every day. So
Yeah.
that you don't have to kind of wonder, okay, what do I do today? No, today is about this.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is about that.
Yeah.
And the next day. And then you can go on and on. So it was fabulous. Thank
Brilliant. Awesome, Mary. Thank you. Yay, Charlotte's here. This is Charlotte, everybody. Didn't hear her voice too much, but this is who she is.
So I feel like I've used what the most important goals are.
Great.
I cannot hear you.
You can't hear you.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Hi.
Yes. Sorry. So I was just saying, I feel like I got clear on what my most important goals are, and that I've created like a foundation for the plan of action.
Yeah,
how to
very good.
actually achieve those goals. That was really great for me.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, Charlotte. Here comes Tyler. There's no one behind him. This could take long. Come on. All right.
Yeah, so for me, I don't usually pay attention to any goals or any priorities or anything at all.
What kind of, that's a certain kind of person, though, right? Like they've named themselves that group of people that don't do that. What do they? Anybody know what I'm talking about? No, I'm seeing blank looks. Never mind.
So for me, it was really valuable just to take the time and be mindful of things. And as I was writing things out, a lot of things that were complete or incomplete came up. That it was really valuable just to realize that.
Awesome.
And so that realization helps me get to the next point where I can then proceed.
Really great. Thanks, Tyler. Great. Simpson heads next. Okay, go.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so what did I get for myself? Or yourself? I really got making a plan for my goals, not just having goals, but connecting them to what that looks like in reality and bringing that down to like individual pieces, and not just having like understanding the importance of that, but doing that, putting that into place.
Yeah.
That's what I got for myself out of the day.
Cool.
Connecting that to an experience.
Awesome. Love it.
Yay.
Very much. Not trip on any of the chords. That could be dicey.
Hi.
Hi.
So one thing for me today was at the beginning of class, we were talking about being complete and the things we felt incomplete about. And I recognized a pattern where all my breakdowns rooted from choices I had made.
Yeah.
And just by writing it out and owning that I made a choice that resulted in this and accepting it and forgiving myself for it, I was able to feel complete immediately. Just allowing myself to be human, and I made choices. The choices I made at the beginning of the year caused the catastrophe at the end of the year, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And it helped me feel.
Won't make those choices again, will you? Yeah. I mean, listen, if you don't learn from it, you will keep getting the same message sent to you and the same opportunity to choose that over and over again until you learn your lesson, right? The world is uncompromising. It's like gravity. It will keep sending you the same lesson until you get it. Really great.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Great.
What I got today was
Come closer, Terry, and speak louder. Thanks. Awesome.
what I got out for today was that I really am in control of my own destiny, sort of thing, and
Wow.
and that there are, just with a bit of that there are a lot of doable pieces in my plan.
Excellent. Doable actions. We love that. Thanks, Terry. Awesome. It's Kara. Is it Kara or Kara?
Kara.
Kara. Okay, it's Kara.
Hi. So, what today really was.
Alicia, mute yourself.
Yeah, we need to mute ourselves.
What I got was how completion, how that exists just in language, and
Yeah.
just making a declaration completely cleans that up and just sets it anew for new possibility to exist.
Yeah.
And just how planting the seeds for these goals to manifest into 2017 is so important.
Really great.
Because from last year,
Mm-hmm.
making those quarterly plans really, set my year up for success.
Yeah, you did really well this year too, right? Like you really worked hard. Tell everybody what you do, just to give them a scope of things.
So I live in New York and I'm a dancer, and I also supplement my dancing with teaching kids. So I'm an artist.
Yeah, so she said, I want to be a world-class dancer and I want to dance in New York. And now she's in New York dancing and teaching. Right? Okay. Well, yeah, say it and then create a plan for achieving. Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Good job. Brandon,
Hello.
Hi.
For me, I found
make sure you talk loud.
into here. Okay.
Yeah, would be
For
great.
me, the most powerful aspect of today I found was the completion exercise.
Yeah.
And especially just writing it down.
Mhm.
Like I've been thinking these same thoughts in my head and the same complaints in my head, and they just haven't gone away. And just by writing it down, I felt a sense of ease.
Great.
And so it just really freed me up to create for this upcoming year.
Great. And what did you create last year was going to be one of the main goals, main things that because you were here last year. So what did you create was one of the main things?
One of the things that I created and hit was my financial goal.
Great. Awesome.
Some of the other goals.
Love it when people admit their finance goals. Come on.
Yeah, some of the
Brilliant.
other goals I committed to but didn't follow through on. So this year I'm really just going to be mindful and keep track of all those things.
Great. But one of the things you did last year was go and find an accountability structure, right?
Yes.
For actually holding you to account for doing what you said you would do, right? It's brilliant. If you don't have a structure, people, there's little to no chance of you causing it, right? It's really great. Brilliant, Brennan. Good job. Sandra.
Well, thank you, Sean, for this experience today. Appreciate it. It's my first time today. And for myself, I think I got some clarity, all right, and acknowledging for myself the things that I did succeed with in 2016 and a new way of framing it to be more satisfied with success in the future.
Great. Awesome. You know, just before you go, how many of you know you achieved something, but you didn't have the satisfaction with it that you thought you would? You achieved something last year, but you can't say that you ended the year satisfied, right? Very good. So what do you think, what do you say is at the source of that, Sandra? When you know you achieved something, but you don't have any satisfaction with it, what do you think is at the source of that?
Self-worth.
Good, self-worth. Another way of saying that is you didn't acknowledge what actually got accomplished. You guys get that? If you don't acknowledge what gets accomplished, there can't be any satisfaction in it. Okay? It's one of the reasons why we have you go through to actually look what was a success or celebration in that area. Did I release the get under 300 pounds? My goal was to get under 300 pounds, okay, by December 31st, okay? I didn't achieve it yet. I'm at 310.2. Now, before Christmas, I was at 310.7, so, or 310, I was at 310.7 and now I'm at 310.5, okay? Now, there's a lot of things I could say to myself. I didn't reach that by the end of the year. I'm screwed. How am I going to lose 10.2 pounds in the next, 4 days to reach it by the end of the year? But I lost weight over Christmas, people. Do you have any idea what that means?
Yay.
Like, I went down 0.2 pounds over Christmas, right? Now, my game was to stay even at Christmas, right? But I was shocked. I was for sure that I must have gained weight. I ate so many carbs for 2 days. It was like crazy, right? I was like, there's no way that I maintained my weight. I went down 0.2 pounds right now. If I don't acknowledge that, I'll have no satisfaction for where I'm at in the game, right? So you've got to acknowledge every little success there is. So my recommendation, everybody, is you don't go to bed at night until you write down one celebration or success from the day. Minimum one. Okay, you don't go to bed at night until you do it. Yeah, and 5 things you're grateful for, which is my gratitude book, right? But all of my clients do that every day, right? Because it makes such a difference. So thank you for that. That just brought everybody a whole new piece there. That's awesome. Really great. And it's Jeff. Is Jeff the last one? We got Jeff, Jacob, and Ron, right? Okay, good.
Yeah, and then us online.
And then us online. Great. We're going to do you next. Okay. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hi, my name is Jeff. I took this course last year.
Yeah.
And it was really awesome because the questions that you have, what you want to say, and all that stuff, it really made me focus on really developing a plan. And I was just looking through my notebook and I had my notes from last year.
Awesome. I love it when people do
So
that.
I actually could have answered what the game,
Well,
main
yeah.
game was last year.
Okay, good.
But the thing is that I looked at here and I had 2 goals here. One was actually getting a new knee. And by declaring it last year, I made it happen. And just by declaring it, it also opened up opportunities with Sean mentioning to me about, oh, you should talk to so-and-so.
Yeah.
And that person is Jacob.
Oh,
which
right.
I
Right.
actually did.
I remember that now.
So I acknowledge Jacob for helping to be part of my rehabilitation program, and it was really awesome, which made it a really good recovery. So it really talked to me that this plan and this exercise really works.
Yeah, great.
And so I acknowledge you for actually continuing doing this, and I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah,
and
you're
so
welcome.
because of that, I mean, today was the first time I probably reviewed what I did last year. And even though I didn't review it regularly, by reviewing it today and looking at the mind map I developed, I had actually accomplished all the things that were on that mind map.
Brilliant. Come on.
And so what it really means that for me is I had a second goal last year, which I didn't really work on. And so now I'm declaring that I am working on my second goal that I had last year, and that was to be be in a hold on, let me find it. Okay, it was really about to actually have a more committed relationship and a loving relationship with my wife. So that's what I'm
Awesome.
doing this year, and by declaring it, it makes me more accountable for it.
That's right. Inside my listening, shit happens, buddy. Watch out. Do not fall and break your new knee. That would be bad. All right, Ron.
Okay. Hi. What did I get? Doing that sheet with all the actions, the things where you had to run all the way across. Always before, I have had a big difficulty with that, and I got more lines filled out this time than I've ever done.
Good.
Which is
It's a
really
big
good.
success for you.
Yeah. The Merlin thing, coming forward, working backwards, I've always had trouble with too. And I found that this, I don't know what it was this time, but it just seemed a little easier to envision.
I recommend you do it more than once.
envision how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and something that I think is achievable.
Awesome.
So,
Brilliant.
yeah.
All right, great. Thanks, Ron. Jacob?
I'm not seeing it on the list, but one of the things was, what did you get from last year's workshop? Or
You could say that too.
anything you want?
You
okay.
get to say anything you want to be complete. We don't get to say it.
Oh, I see.
These are just suggestions.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, there's a few different things I'd say. First off, We started a new business. I'm not even going to say a year ago, but it's doubled every quarter for the last 3 quarters. And it's because of the Merlin's principles. It's because of the reverse engineering process, beginning with the end in mind and actually starting with why as a really big piece of it. Fundamentally, the 2 things underneath that made it the most functional and our last quarter the most successful have to do with the fact that we spent a lot of time making sure that there was an accountability routine, that we were getting regular coaching and mentorship, and that we spent every morning getting our own shit handled before we went to work on business.
Very good.
That's a really key piece, and that kind of came out of last year's workshop as well. And the only other thing I'd say besides that is it'd be a real shame to mistake how important not getting stuck is. And, it's not the only thing that I use, but there is a reason I've taken Reclaim Your Power as many times as I've had, because I don't get stuck. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, Chloe, you go first, and then Alicia and Anthony.
Okay. So I really got re-presence the power of completing something.
Yeah.
And really just creating the clearing for something new to arise. So I found that really great doing that exercise before we moved on and created, what we wanted our year to look like. What came up for me was just being like confronted and resistant to the process of really creating my life powerfully. Like, no kidding, I can have my life look any way I want. And just acknowledging it and creating my life anyways, and getting that I don't have to do it alone. In the brainstorming process, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what they're going to say. I want to do this all by myself. I don't want input. I don't want contribution. But Alicia and Anthony contributed to me in a way that was amazing. And they saw actions that I didn't see.
Yeah.
So I really got, having a team of people is great, and accountability buddies. And I didn't quite get to create every area of my life. There wasn't enough time. And I'm so clear that putting in the work and powerfully creating my life this year is something I'm totally up for. And I'm, it's my first time doing this workshop, and it was amazing, and I loved it. So thanks.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Chloe. Alicia?
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Anthony. So the main thing that I got out of this workshop is this last exercise, the quarterly planning. This is the first time that I probably really fleshed out, not just on a weekly level, but like on a daily level for the next 3 months, what I'm going to be accomplishing. And I have it like week by week. And so it's much more tangible. And previously I've always, been able to plan out my day and then plan out my week, but I've never been able to plan beyond that. And I think having all these weeks planned out, it gives me a much clearer idea of how to actually get to that end goal, and I can envision getting to there. Also, I really liked how you split up the small game and the big game, and I think that's a really powerful context for setting up all the different goals, because rather than just setting like one target for what your goal is and you either hit it or you don't, creating a range, I think is very empowering, and there's a stretch goal to it, but then there's also like the minimum amount that you're targeting, and so thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alicia?
Hello, everybody. For me, Anthony, you stole it. One of the biggest things that I also like I like the small game versus the big game.
A little bit louder, Alicia.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Hi. One of the things that I really liked was also the small game versus the big game. And it's actually having that range, because sometimes I'll make the goal too big and then I'll get stopped partway through and I won't fulfill on that. So, and then I think having that range of what's actually a minimum, and then you exceed your minimum, and then you're getting into your big game, right? And actually planning for that, not just wishfully hoping for that, but actually really planning it out and laying out all the things that would be needed to actually have that happen. And I think keeping that alive on a daily basis is something that was really, really struck me, because if you don't have it a lot, it's so quick to go out of existence. You could create something, but then life happens and you can kind of just get sucked into the day-to-day of life, right? So
All right, great. Thanks, Alicia. Let's acknowledge everybody that shared. All right, so January 7th is held at a different location. It's right downtown in Gastown, okay? Anybody here is also welcome to attend, but I need to know you're coming, okay? So I can make sure that there's seats available for you. Yep, Jacob? Be there. Okay, great, thanks. So that's that. Secondly, I'm going to be sending all y'all a evaluation form that can be done online quickly and easily, okay? So please make sure that you do that when you receive it, okay? Because that makes a lot of difference for people wanting to attend these workshops in the future. All right, I'm going to be around for the next 15 to 20 minutes. I now declare us officially complete. If there's anything else you need, please come and see me. Oh, what was the name? The name was, first of all, the name is whatever you choose it to be, okay? And the winner, the one that had the most was the Unstoppable Unts. Really? Yep. So pick the one that empowers you is the point, please. Okay, pick the one that empowers you. I declare us complete. Thank you very much for coming. Go forth and prosper.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Chloe.
Okay.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Okay, bye guys.
What time do you guys have to be at the bus station in Redmond?